Alright, hello gamers, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2, which is Tyria, by the way. Did you know that? Hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Already got a question in the chat from Balgazam. Says, hey guys, I'm thinking about switching to yours 2 from New Worlds. Ah, another refugee. What's the difference between the Steam and non-Steam client? Mr. or Mrs. Ball. Okay, so both clients, there's actually 3 clients because Epic has it as well. There's, I think, 2 people over there. So Epic and Steam and the standalone client all log into the same servers. You will land in the same place. So as far as gameplay in the game goes, they're the same. However, there are some rare situations where the standalone client could be considered better, and I'll tell you what those are. When the standalone client is the one that's been around since the birth of the game, right? So like 80 years or something. Steam has been a couple years, and Epic like a week or something. So occasionally they'll do giveaways, and they'll be like, hey, we're giving out some codes, and the codes, if you redeem them, give you, 400 gems or something. And almost always, when they do these giveaways, they're standalone client only. Because the codes don't work on Steam and they don't work on Epic. So, if you care about social stuff, like occasionally they give streamers like me things to give away, and they'll do like Twitter giveaways or stuff like that. If you were to win one of those, you would almost always need to be standalone client to redeem the prize. There are exceptions, but that's it. If you don't really care about that stuff, again, in game, it does not matter. Another small difference is purchasing. When a new expansion comes out, you can buy the... I'm pulling up the link here. When a new expansion comes out and you go to the store, which I'll pull up here, there's usually 3 things. There's Standard, Lux, and Ultimate. On Steam, there's usually only Standard. So there's a digital deluxe edition in the game sometimes, and never Ultimate. So if you care about anything above Standard, the others are not on Steam. But yeah, if everybody's playing Standard and you don't care about weird events like the giveaway thing I mentioned, in-game, it's all the same. The game is bugged. What's bugged with it, Matug? Muck, do you have plans on making a video about the Ritualist with swords? I still haven't really parsed the damage to see if it's good. I just know in open world it felt really good. You can upgrade from the in-game store. You can upgrade from Standard to Digital Deluxe in the in-game store, which is similar to Deluxe Edition, but you cannot get Ultimate on Steam or Epic in any way, shape, or form. Balgazam, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Really appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you. You're very welcome. Hang on. We were just talking about swords here. Let me go over here. Let me see what I can parse with these, because I don't actually know. But yeah, the way that giveaways are done, because like on Steam, for example, if I wanted to give you an expansion on Steam, what I would have to actually do is friend you on Steam, be your friend for 3 days, because that's a Steam rule, and then I could send you like a $30 gift card, and you could use that to buy gems, and then you could use that in-game to buy whatever you want. Like there's steps to it. Whereas for the standalone client, I could just send you a code and you redeem it, and then there's gems. So it's just, because Steam takes a cut of anything through Steam, you have to jump through their hoops. Alright. So, spawn a golem, average, additional options, add conditions, add all of them, and spawn.
Hi there. Use the console to begin
Let's
combat
summon the
testing.
boys
If
here.
you have any inquiries, come
And
speak to
adjust self, add boons. Let's just do utility and just do alacrity. Okay. Alright, so I just want to see if I can break like 25k with swords and greatsword here. I was using spear greatsword yesterday. Didn't really like the feel of the spear, so we're just going to see what happens here. Alright. We're near it. $26 right now. Yeah, I think this is okay. And we do more damage when the target goes below half health. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. Yeah. So what's the offhand for sword? I'm using double swords. The thing is, for a necro, the swords are actually a ranged weapon, and it also provides a movement skill. So you get mobility and a ranged attack if you're using swords on a necro. When I was using spear greatsword, I had no ranged options or mobility options other than the spear teleport, which was target based, so it could only take you to your target, nowhere else. So in open world, I was enjoying swords more than the spear, but I wasn't actually sure how good it was on like on a boss. So that was me just doing a little test there, and I was able to get similar numbers. Not that I'm world's best Rit or anything. I've only been playing it a couple days here, but you get the idea. Alright. Let's see. Is anyone else having really bad performance Heroes 2 today? It was fine yesterday. I just started my stream, but I'll let you know over the next few minutes. Hello, I've watched your videos. Finally decided to check you out on Twitch. What's up, Desiree? Hello. Well, welcome to the channel. If you got any questions or anything, let me know.
Errol raided my stream with 37 viewers.
Hello, Errol. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
What's making you love Ritualist enough to bench your Ranger? I mean, I don't know that I'm gonna, like, bench my Ranger. For those that don't know, I've played this game almost 10,000 hours, and 7,000 of them were on my Ranger. And this character has got 560. So, it's my, I think, third most played class. I don't know. Part of the reason I mained Druid for so many years is I really loved having, what was it? On Druid, I really loved being a pet class, and I really loved being able to support people. It's very rare in MMOs you can be a pet class and a support at the same time. Ritualist kind of feels like it can do that. Except, you know, the pets are your minions and the spirits rather than the animal friend. So it's just it's a bit different. Oh, I have not done this event. Let me see if I can help with this.
Can you please stop them from deconstructing all of our shelters? How are there more of them?
Okay. Can we repair that? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna throw a tag up here to see if anybody else wants to help me with this. Ritual is kind of like, except your pets are dead. Well, you know what it feels more like? Any of you that have played like Path of Exile or anything, it feels like I'm playing a totem build for rather than. So it's like I'm summoning temporary things that are helpful rather than having like one pet that I really, really, really need to keep alive type of thing. Target that one. Okay. New PoE League today too. Oh really? I haven't been keeping up with that at all. So my goal right now is working on the legendary Aqua Breather, and the thing I need is to get Starlit Wield Mastery, which means getting a whole bunch of achievements in Starlit Wield, which is where I'm at right now. And they can be any achievements, I just need achievements in Starlit Wield. And so, one thing I'm doing to try to get more of them is just do any event that I've not done before. Also, I'm buffing the command tent with Splinter Weapon, what the heck? So just trying to do, anytime I see an event that I've not done before, I'm trying to jump on it because it's probably got achievements associated with it. Okay, he's got that one. I'll leave that to him.
Oh, there are more of them.
If I was to buy an expansion, which one would it be? How would you buy as a first-time player with your current knowledge? What's up, Knight? Okay, sure. So, alright. First off, if I was going to buy a single expansion, Heart of Thorns, the very first expansion, is, because of its age, it also comes with Path of Fire for free. It's buy one, get one. Okay? Now, the first 3 expansions they did, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons, those, they each spent, like, 5 years on. Okay? Like, they spent a lot of time on each of those, so they are huge. The more recent expansions, they spent 1 year on each, and they're cheaper. They're smaller expansions, and they have a smaller price tag. So if you're just gonna get one, get Heart of Thorns, because it's the cheapest price tag. Sometimes it's on sale for like $7. And it also comes with Path of Fire for free, so you get 2 of the biggest expansions for a few bucks. And additionally, story-wise, chronologically, they come first, so you won't be as confused about the story if you choose to go that route. Now, there are, of course, features that were introduced in every expansion, so it could, that answer could change depending on what you're really into. Like, for example, if you were like, I love fishing, well, fishing was added in End of Dragons, so you would have to get End of Dragons to fish. But so if you had something that you really, really liked, that could change the answer, but that's my default answer. Also, if you use the standalone client, I'm totally throwing my referral link in the chat. Absolutely shameless. But yes, that is my legitimate answer. Defend the camp complete. Okay, cool. And what does that do? Oh, it brings the T-Rex over. Lovely. So, okay, so that event was chained to another one. And I immediately got stun locked for 10,000 years. Oh my god, dude. Seriously. Long stun. I would like to play Guild Wars. Oh, I tried to dodge that. This guy really likes the stuns. Nice. I was right. There was an achievement for that. Hunt for the Ages. Perfect. Atmuck, is Reaper still viable? Oh yeah, Reaper is a classic option. Yeah, it still works. I do not know of anything that they have done that would have broken Reaper. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Is there an NPC to start the legendary breather? There's an NPC at Pub Canuck, so Breezy K, and it's at this building, and it's like an old man that's drinking, and you talk to him, and he'll give you the start of the collection for the precursor. And then once you get the collection, if you go to the wiki, there is a rough outline already on the wiki. I've already got the precursor, and I'm working on the next step, which is making it legendary. But that is how to begin. I am intending to make a video guide for it, but that'll take time. Monkey make all the leggies yet? No, I think Lord Hyzen's almost done, though. I'm working on the legendary rebreather right now, which, has a lot... needs a lot of stuff from the new maps. Like, for example, harvesting this stuff, I'm occasionally getting, some, map currencies, and I need, like, over 1,000 of each of those. I'm actually wondering if I should do, like, rift hunting to get the masteries, because the masteries give you, like, more, what's the word I'm looking for? They give you more map loot when you're looting in the maps. And I do wonder if I should get those and then go back to this, or if I should just let the masteries fill up on their own over time. Does the rebreather stats matter when you aren't underwater? No. Your, the way that the game code works is when you go underwater, your rebreather replaces your hat. So you lose your hat, and then you gain whatever's on your rebreather. So if you've got, like, a set bonus, for example, with your runes, if you go underwater, you lose the set bonus from your hat, so that breaks the set bonus. But then you gain the rebreather. So you typically want your same set bonus on your rebreather as you do your hat, so that you keep your bonuses when you're underwater.
That's the last of them for now. Still work to do. Your skimmer can heal the wounded animals.
Thanks, guys. So many builds. Might do Selly gear. Selly gear's great to start out early on, because if like it's not perfect at anything, but it's good at everything. So what you could do is be like, oh, I want to try a power build. Oh, I don't like this. I want to try a Condi build. Oh, I don't like this. I want to try, and you don't have to change your gear in between each of those tests. Anyone know how to find the items for the historian in the new story? That doesn't ring a bell. I don't know if I know that one. Might check the wiki on that.
Targets eliminated and damage contained. I'd call that a successful mission.
Cool.
Pleasure working.
The Atmuck, the second collection. Oh, yeah, I don't have, like, a ready guide for that. Wait, am I in a squad right now? I am. Why am I in a squad? Oh, that's right. I made one for that camp earlier. Forgot. Just finished the VoE story? Nice. Don't spoil it in the chat for the others. Yeah, I really liked it. Ian made some guides on the new collections. Oh, nice. I made a guide on the Wavehawk collection. The other two I don't have a video on yet. Despite the complaints of wasted stats, Selly is definitely still good for general use for most normal content. Once you hit higher tier fractals, raids, the strike scores falls off. Actually, even then, I don't know if you've seen, Teapot did a video, it was a long time ago, where he did a raid and everyone was in Selly. And it was actually easy, he said that it was actually easier than most raids. Because yeah, the DPS was slightly lower, but they still had more than enough to absolutely obliterate the bosses. And also all the DPS had basically double their normal amount of health. So when people made mistakes, they didn't just die.
41 months. Seems like it was just yesterday when we met in the quad.
What's a quad?
I dropped my books and you helped me pick them up.
What?
Then we played hacky sack and studied for finals.
What's hacky
You
sack?
remember when Tom asked that one girl out but it was a mannequin?
Who's Tom?
Good times.
What the hell are you talking about? Thank you for the sub. Let's see. I already did this event. Alright, let's check that one. Oh, wait, there's more. What? That didn't say rich vein? What do you mean it wasn't done in one click? Weird. A 5-tap node? Oh, I think this is the one where you carry sap.
I believe we have done it, but it would always be safer to have more.
Wait. There we go. Gotta do one turn in so I get credit before this ends. 14 seconds.
It is working, but we are not done yet.
Event successful. Nice.
Such a beautiful flower. We may be the first to ever see.
Look, it's the mount wheel from Blish. Blish. Yeah, it's Blish HUD gives you access to like 70 different add-ons. One of them is called Mounts and More, and it lets you put all your mounts on the mount wheel, so you can access them all from one button. There is a similar mount wheel type thing in multiple other community projects. I'm using the one in Blish HUD. Do you get map comp item on each character? Yes. Now, that's not the reason I'm currently doing this, but although I did get map comp on my Ranger, and now I'm effectively doing map comp on my Necro. So, yeah, I'm working on a second map comp at the same time, but mainly just playing this because I wanted to play something different than my Ranger for a little bit. I was really enjoying the Ritualist, and then all the stuff I need right now is account-wide, so I can character hop and still get credit for it. Did they fix the bug at Hero Point in Map 2? I don't know. There was, I actually think there was two. I think there was one that was disabled in Map 2 and one that was disabled in Map 1. Did I get that? Hero Point earned. Okay, I did get that. There's one down there. Like, how does the upgraded skimmer feel compared to the upgraded Warclaw? The upgraded skimmer turns like a tractor trailer when you're using its ability. But basically, you hit slipstream boost, and during the effect, so for the next few seconds, it can do this. But if I want to make a sharp turn, it's impossible. But it's like, if you want to go that away, and it doesn't matter what's in between you and that, you can do it. It might be the new roller beetle for I want to go that way, but there's not, you know, a nice path on the ground. Alright, what is this? Unknown ley magic. Okay. Alright, so we just run over the bowels.
Mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble.
Who dat? KX, thank you. Appreciate that. What are you gonna do on Halloween? Bro, I have played 25 spooky games this month. I'm done. I beat Halloween. It's over. $26? Yes! Hang on. Hold on. Alright. What did we play this month? We played Out of Sight, April 24th, September 7th, Crimson Snow, FNAF Secret of the Mimic, Repo, Dullmare, Insanity, Happy Game, Pieces of Me, Twisted Gallery, No I'm Not a Human, Slay the Princess, Chronos the New Dawn, Simulacra, Killer Frequency, Observer System Redux, Chorus of Carcosa, Dead Take, Unheim, AILA Demo, Huntsman Demo, Dread Flats, Father's Day, and then I quit Amanda the Adventurer 2. That one sucked. The best scary game for you would be a JRPG. But I already played a Ja RPG this year. Oh my gosh, I need so much light magic for this. Tag up, see what happens. Halloween's never over, it's done. Do I just keep killing the animals? Is that it? Do other kids come to your place for trick or treat? Usually we do the thing where we put out like a chair with a bowl of candy on it and with a sign that says take a handful, which is great for about 10 kids till one jerk comes along and takes the whole bowl. Those are the ones that make me consider sitting in the bush with a hose. It used to be we would just set the bowl out and then we would go trick-or-treating. Because I've got a kid. But ever since, like, you know, COVID, we couldn't go trick-or-treating. Like, when it was at its worst. And ever since then, he's not really been interested. Will Mug be running the lab today since Halloween? No, I want to play VoE.
This is a good start, but I can still carry more. Oh, this is wonderful. I'll take as much of this as you can bring me. Just think of what we could do with... Ah! What are... Somebody get these things away from me!
Man, this... Glad there's not a timer on this. She needs a lot of this stuff. This is one of those events where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this once for the achievement, and then probably never again. This is a pain.
The way this series defenses move, not mindless, calculating, alive.
Say, what if you and I caught one, and we asked it some questions?
I don't know that they understand this moment.
Got that chicken meat though. Mm-hmm. 18. Not even halfway. Oh my god. Hey Mike, for a returning player, what classes spec are easy or even OP for the amount of damage they do? Like how Rifle Mech used to be like 50% of the game. Okay, so new expansion came out 2 days ago, right? And right now, I think the most busted thing is Full Fire Evoker. Like, it's probably gonna get nerfed. But if you want to play something really busted and easy to play that is, you know, right now, Full Fire Evoker is my answer. Is the new Ranger pet in map 1 or 2? I found it in map 2. I have not seen it in map 1. And it's a raptor. Like, one with feathers. Is the power of the Muck cult good? Get it? The occult but with Muck? I did not get it. That joke's terrible. Thank you. Hey, I watched your VoE story review. And to fill in the blank spots, is there a Guild Wars 2 timeline? I don't know why the White Mantle created Titans from people and Titans then helped Char, and that seems strange. So your question dips into Guild Wars 1 lore, which I know very, very little of. So I don't have an immediate answer for that. The wiki might have something, or you could play Guild Wars 1 for that, or Wooden Potatoes YouTube channel has tons and tons of lore on it. You might find some good stuff on there. I don't really have much else for that one, I'm sorry.
Well, that was harrowing.
There we go.
But it will be
Never
worth
again.
it to study this magic while it's still unspoiled. Thanks for all of your help. I shudder to think what would have happened without it.
Okay. Hammer Heart Rumble. Let's see if we can go get in on that. Alright, the map 1 meta is going on. Let's see if we can get there in time. That's fine, thanks anyway. Sure. Is this the new Necro spec? Yeah. Yeah, Ritualist can be played as pure DPS, or quickness providing DPS, or healer and quickness providing DPS. And if I can get to this event on time, I will change to support and heal folks. Shoot, no one's doing it? Are you using shaders? Nope, this is just the base game. I could show my graphic settings in a minute, but no, I'm not using any shader mods. Alright, I've got positive polarity. So I need to go over here. Change that.
Deploying projectiles.
Still love the music on this fight. There's so many spirits in that pile. What's this build? Right this second, I am support heal Ritualist. So I'm trying to keep people alive.
Lift me!
Bloodwell.
Never saw this coming.
So she did a blender move there, and that dropped a few people. I managed to get some of them up.
Back to the main console, right?
Okay, so now I gotta break the bubble. I'm gonna use my Warclaw for that. What is the meta drop currently? A map, some map currency stuff, basically. Also, it's kind of fun.
Projectiles.
I'm just gonna Signet of Undeath to res that guy.
Lift me! The unkindest
that's
cut
hot.
of all. Mercury Maelstrom!
Gonna Bloodwell again. We got a few downstates under the boss.
Never saw this coming.
Bloodwell again, AoE res.
The
Synchronize!
unkindest cut of all.
Scanner's barking! Stay away!
Mercury Maelstrom. On guard.
Nice.
Commander, the scanners are dead.
Oh.
Are you? No.
Complete Hammerheart Rumble using one of the new elite specs. Oh. Yeah, I didn't get that on my Ranger because I was playing Untamed. Interesting. Alright, cool. Was able to get back here just in time. Why do they call you Commander? In the base game, the main character that you play becomes a commander, and the characters call you Commander when they're talking to you, like, after that point. You have a couple of titles from, like, the story so far, and they use those titles to refer to you. Thought we're the Wayfinder now. Is Garin, like, the wizards still call you Wayfinder, but most of the other folks call you Commander. What's your favorite class in elite class? Undone Hail. I have 10,000 hours in the game and 7,000 are on Ranger, so Ranger, I guess, is my favorite. But that may change, because they just added 9 new classes to the game, and I'm still trying them out. What's the name that Poised Arrow calls you at the end of the story? Oh, I don't even remember. See, plant samples. Assist with plant research. Where is this at? Help Eileen. Okay, so I found a sample. Where do I take it? Oh, here it is. It's weird, she doesn't have a map marker. Muck, how does Heal Writ give Aegis and stability? I'll show you. Hang on. Alright, I'm changing. Alright, so I'm currently in my Heal Writ build, okay? So, couple things. One, Staff 5 with the Transfusion trait. Staff 5 gives stability. So I can just do this, and that's stability on an extremely short cooldown. Alright, so that's one of the methods. The second method is if you have the Preservation Spirit out, which, if you're using Lingering Spirits, you always have it out in a fight. You can use Innervate Preservation to give Aegis and 5 stability and resistance all around it. So you got that. Now so that's 2 sources of stability, Staff 5 and F4. Aegis is also on the F4, but you've also got Weapon of Warding, which is like Aegis, but it's not a boon, so it can't be removed or corrupted, so it's better than Aegis. So Weapon of Warding blocks the next 3 hits that hits you, and blocks the next 1 hit that hits anyone else in the party. So you can use Weapon of Warding, and it's basically Aegis but better, and that's instant all around you. So this is stability, this is Aegis, and this is stability and Aegis both. That's it. Hopefully that was clear. Alright, let's see here. There's some stuff going on down there. Let's go check on that. Someone in YouTube chat is looking for your current build. Shoot, I was swapping builds so much. Which one do you want? Alright, to the person who wanted it, please be ready to take a screenshot. This is the DPS writ that provides quickness. Sorry, this is damage dealing, quickness providing writ. And this is the quick heal writ that I was playing. These builds are also on some various build websites, but that's what I'm running right now. Okay. Let's see. Have I done this one? I can't talk to that guy. He doesn't want to talk. Alright, let's go see what that is.
Well, the situation isn't...
You have a moment to indulge an old man?
Champion clear. She's like, Commander, you have a moment to indulge an old man, dies.
You never saw this coming.
Oh god.
Releasing magic pressure buildup.
Oh my gosh. This is, spicy.
That's better.
God, it is so nice when you go into Ritualist Shroud and you get like that second hit point bar. That is so freaking helpful.
Oh, that's
Releasing
better.
magic pressure buildup.
So it's like he can't hit my hit points, but I can restore my hit points.
Mercury Maelstrom!
Nice. Was there anyone else here? Yeah, there was another one here. Okay. I was like, I felt like the damage sped up there. There was another person there.
You've given me a great story to tell the young ones. Not that they'll believe me anyway.
That was scary, but that went pretty well. I was almost never using the greatsword there. I was just using the sword because it was ranged and the shroud. I was like, there was no time to go full melee with greatsword. The elite skill also has a cool effect, right? For Ritualist? Yeah, the Ritualist elite... Oh, sorry, hold on a sec. Yo, this thing just put 6 condies on me, what the heck? Okay, the Ritualist elite skill is called Zenray's Weapon. God dang it, leave me alone, dude. Zenray's Weapon, it puts a buff on the party, and it puts the buff twice on you, and it does stability. What it does is, if a hit hits you or a party member that does more than 15% of their max health in damage, and they don't die from that hit, it will do a max of 5% of their health and damage. So, like, if they are at full health, and they get hit for 99% of their health, they'll snap back up to 95. But, one, they can't be killed from that hit, or it won't work. And 2, it has to do more than 15% of their health to trigger. So it's kind of a niche thing. Like, if you know the boss is about to hit your party with, like, a big hit, you can do that to mitigate it. Or if you could just use it for stability, but it's a long cooldown stability, and then you also get that buff on top of it. Oh, I think it also, if the effect is triggered, it hits the boss for like 2k damage per person. Okay. I don't know if I've done that event. Let's go check. If you and a Paragon can coordinate elites, you can guarantee the party survives and full heals off big hit. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't want to go that far, because at that point you're using 2 different classes elites just to try to be Rebound, which Tempest has.
Those artifacts as soon as possible.
But you're not wrong.
IRA should really have more soldiers. All finally getting out into the field at a newly
Which one's
uncovered
this?
site.
Oh, this is the transforming artifacts. We've already done this one. Okay. Pocket Raptors. Vent up there. Could be good, but the only thing I can think of that hits you really hard and doesn't kill you is Veil Guardian Greens. Oh wait, I need this one. Destroy the Inquest and tend to the injured. How do we heal the injured? Oh, it wants us to use the skimmer thing. Inquest Saboteur complete. Nice. That was the last anti-inquest thing I had never done in that zone. It's another achievement. Is Skimmer the new sky scale? In certain directions. Like, if you're like, I want to go that away, and there's a lot of stuff in the way, rocks and rivers and cliffs and stuff, Skimmer using that new boost thing is going to get you there faster than just about anything else now. But Skyscale still has the full 3D maneuverability to get you around obstructions and obstacles. So Skyscale would still be great for all of that.
Insistent indeed. Dispense with it so we can
On your knees. Through your flesh.
They gonna do a roller beetle X pack? I feel like the next thing that would need an overhaul would be the Springer, but I don't know that if they agree with me or not.
Never saw this coming. Mercury Maelstrom. Never surrender.
waste no more time here.
See, where's the... Okay, I can't get that yet.
This system has degraded with time. Nevertheless, you need to acquire its power source to continue. I would do so myself, but I suspect my presence could exacerbate the situation.
That's becoming something of a trend.
Distastes for me have a long and rich tradition, Wayfinder.
Hi, Muck. Hi, Squibbly.
Hi, Muck.
Okay, what is... Oh my god, I could not get out of that. I kept getting, like, pulled into it over and over and over, and it just ripped me apart. Don't touch the zappy balls, chat. Mug, is Rit your new favorite spec? Right this minute it is. We'll see if that continues. It's guard, no! Bro, it's Garen. Why are you dying? He walked into the zappy ball that got me. I'm ashamed of how long it took me to realize you can hold down state 1 for better reviving. Wait, what? Hold down state 1 just spams the attack. What do you mean? You talking about the necromancer drain life thing? I haven't actually tested that. Does the necromancer drain life thing do better than just like bandaging?
Our bond is
Ow.
unbreakable.
Ow.
Find and destroy the source of that. Unless you enjoy them.
Does the Rit play loop feel sustainably engaging? I think so. I think it does. It kind of feels like you got 3 weapon swaps, because like you want to go into Shroud basically every time it's up to do Shroud stuff, and then you got your 2 weapons. Yeah, I think it feels alright. Ah! Wow! Wow! I just thought that would hurt. Okay. It tied me to the ground, blew up, and dropped me from the ceiling, and then I didn't hit glide in time. Need revive orbs? Yeah, I guess. There's one more room. What is that one? Maybe I can just ram my head into the ceiling and get it. Nope. Good morning, Monk. Hey, Clip. I always wish I had a revive orb when a TP'd a friend in an obscure location. Monk, did you want to know a fact about gravity? Not one person's... grown. Let's see, is there any other doors here that are open? I don't see any. There. Okay, that's what I needed. Okay. Alright, let's see. Need more stuff here. Glow rings. Close the Gwill circles. I don't know what that is. Scour cast aura to find parts needed to power up the deactivated chrysalis. What? It's like a cyberpunk butterfly backpack? I don't know where that's from. Take the mysterious artifact to various magical locations. Successfully copy 20 dance moves in the Dance with the Choya event. I haven't seen that. Dance with the Choya by the fire. Grilling buddies. Egg protector. Complete escort Johanna and protect the eggs event without the eggs or Johanna being downed. Free 15 captured animals. While assisting researchers in gathering magic, collect 50 orbs with your skimmer. I'm at 42. I think that's the animal quest right there. Choya dance is on the cliff on the west side. I know there's a Choya town on the east side. What's this collection for? It's for the map mastery, and that item is used for both the legendary staff spear combo, and it's also used for the legendary aqua breather.
First time chatter 4.5 year daily watcher. For the magic orb collection next time look up over the water instead of killing mobs.
Okay. I've done the magic orb collection with it over the water over here, but when I was down there at the south end, I didn't see orbs over the water. That's why I was killing mobs, but I may have just not noticed them. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I've done this achievement. I think I rescued 6, and then after that, the event was over. So I think that means I need to do this event 2 more times in order to get that done.
Good. This one is unharmed for now.
Weird question. Have the devs ever said why items like notes, journals, and letters have an extra blank page at the end? No, I don't know that that's ever been discussed.
They will pay for what they've done here.
Mug, looks like you can carry many at a time. No, you can't. If you talk to one, then you talk to another. Here, hang on a sec. So here, I'll talk to this one, and I'll talk to this one. It says you already have a friend. Everyone is allowed one friend. You guys have one friend?
You will see another sunrise, little one.
Also, you can't mount while it's following you, but you can use weapon skills for mobility.
Be free, wild one.
I just maxed Ritualist hero points. What's a good place to start Condi or Power? Ritualist does not do anything for condition damage. So your options really are pure power, power that provides quickness, or support that provides quickness.
They will pay for what they've done here.
Alright, don't think I could do another one in time. Alright, so the next time I do this event, I should get the achievement done for that.
These ones will breathe free air for another day, and not through cybernetic lungs. Soon we will rid this place of the Inquest entirely. But for today, this is enough.
I tried this quest yesterday, but it bugged out on me, so I'll try it again.
Must collect samples to better understand the harmony of magic and nature here. This land is dangerous also. Access to traveling routes are impossible. Your presence would be appreciated.
What are your thoughts on the new Ritualist? I'm enjoying it. I actually watched a video yesterday from Noxxi. It was like 30 minutes long about their thoughts on it. But overall, I'm enjoying it. Alright, this looks like it's bugging out again, but I think I know how to complete it even with the bug. You notice there's her and the circles over here. Like, I think the farther she goes, the more she's going to be separated from the circle. So defending her gets kind of awkward. How do you like Rit to Power Reaper? I like being someone that provides like a niche role in a group. And Ritualist can provide quickness to the group. So I prefer to play this over Power Reaper, which is just, you know, a pure DPS. But Reaper is still very good. It's just not my thing. Not my favorite thing.
Grown a different type of leaf here. Seems to be gathering latent magic from the air.
Hey Mike, I have a question. I have 3 boosts from level 80. Should I use them for 3 alt parking, or what would you do with them? I mean, honestly, I should do that too. But yeah, you could use them just to alt park. That is an option. You can also, if you just want to get them out of your bag, you can use them even on a max level character just to consume them and be done with them.
More specimens. I will work quickly.
What's the DPS on such support Rit? When I was with the group in open world doing like the map meta and I was providing quickness and doing damage, I was doing like 25k. And I'm not the greatest. I've only been playing this like a day. However, on Snowcrows, there were some folks that were able to get some pretty absurd numbers with it, so I don't know if it's going to be nerfed or not. New to Ritualist, why do my spirits die after I exit Shroud? There's a Grandmaster trait called Lingering Spirits that keeps them alive after you leave Shroud. If you don't have that, they're only there while you're in the Shroud. Which, I'm not a fan of that design, because,
Animals have eaten those.
the whole defining feature of the Ritualist from Guild Wars 1 was the spirits, so having the spirits not there when you're not in Shroud I think is kind of stupid. But, like, if I... Like, for me, I will never use these other Grandmaster traits. Like, this feels like how to play Rit. So if I was not using that trait, I would probably play a different class.
Let me gather just a bit.
Oh, maybe this is going to work. Does that apply to PvP World v World as well? Lingering spirits? I'm not intending to PvP or World v World on this character, so I don't think this trait is any different in those game modes. What do you do with all your Ascended boxes if you have all 3 legendary sets?
Roots on this one grow
One thing you could do with them is turn them into research notes. Research notes are a thing where you could take a crafted item and break it into a currency called research notes, which are used for some various legendaries. And you can take a, like, Ascended box, get an Ascended item out of it, use the Mystic Forge to change the stats on it so it becomes crafted, then research note it and get a big stack of research notes from it. Wow, that died really fast. Okay, so you would say to use it for old parking, then I have another question after that. Which 3 spots would you suggest where it would be easier to park if you had your first 3 old parking spots? To my knowledge, the #1 old park spot in the game is Sanctum of Nabka and Crystal Oasis. If you do !daily, I have a video where I show all my old parking spots. It's like a year old, but it's still accurate. Additionally, I can also offer you this. This is a community site called Fast Farming. They have a section on there somewhere for old parking, and they have a list of all the all parking spots that they think are good in the game. So you can use that list to find some that you like. But my favorite are in that video.
Good day's work. It'll take some time before we're really established here, but this is a strong...
Also, hi Neov, I heard you. Yappa, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The subs and the primes are a huge, huge help. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You've come at the right time,
I think I've done this quest, but I'm not certain.
Rampaging through here. There's no greater thrill than hunting big game, and we'll be doing a service to the little creatures in the process.
360 ooga booga booga! Hi Neov. Thank you for all the good content. You're very welcome. Oh, here's one of the locations for the new ranger pet, if anybody needs it. What was that? One of the sound effects on the channel someone triggered. Usually people only do that when I'm playing scary games to try to give me a heart attack, but...
You see that? It's left us a trail.
How's Red feeling so far? Probably answered this like 20 times already. 19 tops. I'm liking it. I am liking it. I like pet builds and I like supporting people. And that's what drew me to Druid and Mechanist over the last few years.
You see that?
But the Ritualist spirits and the its support abilities feel similar. Like, for example, like even when I play pure DPS, like Quickness Untamed, it still has a lot of useful stuff, like the boons it provides. It has self-healing for itself. It has a 10-man res in the back pocket in case of emergencies. I like having useful stuff. That's why I don't really care for, like, Weaver, because it's pure damage, and it keeps up with the other classes, and has no utility outside of that. The Ritualist, for example, even when I'm playing pure DPS Ritualist, you still have Preservation, where you can give Protection, Vigor, cure, heal 5k, and cure 4 conditions off everyone around you every 17 seconds. You have Innervate Preservation, which gives Aegis and 5 stability to everyone around you, with a 25-second cooldown. Like, it's got some really nice utility moves that are available to it if needed. You're gonna hate this monk, but I love Quickness Evoker right now. No, I don't hate that. I would say if you're using the fire version, I think you can expect a nerf. The best player in the game, the best players in the game, the highest damage they could get from any build in-game before this expansion dropped was 51k on Mesmer. 51k damage per second, beating on a dummy in perfect conditions, right? Evoker is currently benchmarking 60k. So, I'm pretty sure Evoker is going to get a nerf. I don't know exactly what, but that's what I think. I am confused by this guy's quest. It says investigate the area 0 out of 3. Oh, there we go. It finally moved. Okay.
A tooth, eh? Big one at that.
That was not a tooth. I clicked on a rib.
No matter. Back on the skimmers. We'll pick up its trail again.
Do any of the new relics help with bleeding? I don't recall, but if you go to achievement, you can go to relic and go for Visions of Eternity set 1, and you can read them all right here. I don't think any of these are related to bleeding. One is? Which one? The heal from bleed? Oh, there's one that's like, you get a small heal when you apply a condition. I was thinking like bleeding damage, but it's associated with bleeding, I guess. Muck, do you think Inferno or pure Viper Condi Evoker would be better? I haven't played Evoker since it launched. So what I would do to answer that question is just go look at what the math nerds have cooked up. And right now the top Evoker is Inferno. So currently the answer is Inferno.
Another kill. Let's take a look.
What's Inferno? Inferno is a trait on Elementalist that makes their dots scale with power instead of condition damage. So they could just run power and it boosts their, power damage, and it also boosts their burning.
It tore it apart in anger. The beast might have gone mad. All the more reason to bring it down.
Wait, what? You heard me. It's basically the best of both worlds. Only 55 seconds on this. Okay, there we go. Kill the rampaging beast. Oh my god, it died fast. Okay, let's see. There's a point of interest up there. Oh. Dang it. Are you grinding out for Legendary Rebreather? Yes. How's it going? I've already got the precursor. The next thing I need is mountains of each map currency. And I need more achievements in Starlit Weald. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just achievement hunting in Starlit Weald. Oh my god, come on. Okay. What was that? Alright, so... shoot. What was that? I think that might be connected to that sewer drain at the end of the... Isgarin mini-meta? I don't know if I can reach that. If you could erase an elite spec from the game and create a new one, what would you go for? Antiquary. Its theme just seems like 4 separate people worked on it and they didn't talk with each other. Yeah, invisible wall. I can't go over there. Oh yeah. I forgot. Did you guys know that Asura are screaming the entire time they fly? You don't often get to see it. Why? Scary. Arna says, eating so many incests. Then he goes, wow, that was a spelling mistake. Which, honestly, even if it's the other thing, alright, yeah, immortalized, yes. Make him famous. Yeah, YouTube Shorts, here we go. Ah, man, I got map comp on my other character. I just can't remember what I did here. There's no tunnels on this. Hint underwater tunnel. Yeah, you're not helping. Again, I already got this. I don't care if y'all spoil it. I already got this on my other character. I just can't remember. Oh, wait, I found something. Ah! Oh, wait, I remember this. Yeah, this is the grotto. It's connected to the sewer system under the thing. There we go. Yes. When I got this on my ranger when I finished the meta with his Garin, and then I left via the sewer system. There we go. Flute said this is the only one I couldn't find. You suck, Flute. There you go. Now you know. Let's see. What is that one? Wow. Don't wow me. You were calling me out in map chat last night. You deserve this. Mug, will you do the spear staff after? Probably. I didn't do. Okay. There are a few guides I've done where I made the guide despite the fact that I had never done it. Warbringer, the wings from PvP, I don't even remember the name of them. Those two, I made guides on how to make them, and I didn't even make them. I might do that on the spear staff, because it is mucking expensive. It is really expensive. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I just realized I missed my turn. Good luck with the glitched hero point. I've already got map comp done on the ranger. But yeah, there's 2 hero points on my Necro that it won't let me do. Chip just ran past me and has jumped into the windowsill behind the curtain. He probably saw something from another room that really needs to be stared up. Ah, okay, I've done this one. I remember this one. Unless there's another achievement related to it. Yes, all the curses. Oh, there's another curse I've never been hit by. Oh, great. So I need to do more cursed artifacts. Inquest jumping puzzle. Track down missing wavehawks. Dance among the Choya. Wait, old magic adventure. Wait, what? Where's that? I haven't seen that one. Where's the old magic adventure? There. Oh, I think the meta's about to start too. Alright, let's do it. Changing back to support Rit. Joining squad.
Charging toxins.
Away!
Combine!
Shielded by Inquest golems.
Hi.
Chip says hi. Stability. There's the shockwave. I'm trying to get better. The last few times I did this, I got knocked down a lot because I was not able to really keep an eye on the shockwaves while doing other things.
There's nothing to fear.
Oh wow, I am trying to revive this guy.
The wind howls!
Alright, stability with the staff.
Get the point?
Oh, that's better.
The F4 stability coming from the spirit and not from you is sometimes annoying because I can't tell where my spirits are in this mess.
Enjoy the show.
It's 10 o'clock, do you know where your spirits are? Alright, using Bloodwell to AoE res, because there's a lot of people downstate here.
There's nothing to fear.
Signet of Undeath resed another.
Destroy the big one so we can finish this.
Succumb to the storm!
That'll do nicely.
Spin the wheel.
Forge the way.
Time to fight!
Unbreakable.
Stay back.
Bloodwell on these two. Dude, oh my god. Who invented this whole push thing? The thing that like spins you around like you're in a rinse cycle. I hate this. How are their hit point bars? They're all close to even right now. North has the most.
Look alive! Incoming!
I don't have stability for this one, have to dodge it.
Our bond is unbreakable.
Incoming! Never surrender. There's nothing to fear.
Alright, so north. Let's turn that down. Okay, phase 1 successful.
The devices are now fully disabled.
I'm at the Pete step. Nippa, that's fine. When you get to Pete, do the Wavehawk collection before you do anything else. If you need it, exclamation mark Wavehawk in my chat. I've got a video guide on how to do it. It's, you can get past it without getting bugged if you do that.
Their equipment has been wrecked, but we still don't know what they were trying to do.
I'm detecting
Also chat.
anomalous magical readings in this area.
Biscuits.
They weren't just digging here. Those devices seem to be trying to draw something out. What?
The readings are getting noticeably larger.
What exactly is that?
Magical readings bear a similarity to those emitted by the Seneschal Kila.
Why would the Inquest want to summon this?
You never saw this guess. Seb wants to control it.
Breach their defenses. Never give up.
Certainly opposed to that plan.
On guard.
Time to fight.
It's moving.
The unkindest
Stability.
fall. Lift me.
Alright, this is the part where lots of people go downstate, so we are using Bloodwell here.
Now we'll show you.
Breathe in.
Take this.
Still perfectly functional.
All together. Stronger together.
Solid as a rock.
What am I even looking at? A whole bunch of people fighting a pink owl butterfly. And now he's turned us all into rabbits.
Never surrender.
Through your...
Things are heating up.
Walking on air, the wind out.
Mercury mail all together, solid as a rock.
Stay alert. We're not done yet.
Alright, for this part, he makes a whole bunch of clones of himself, and we gotta find the real one. By tabbing through them until you find one with a break bar.
Need to find the real one.
There's actually an achievement for hitting the correct one like 50 times. And if you're full melee, you can use the Warclaw's 4 button to hit it like that. Chat, maybe chat can help me. I have a bug since that in story my main character is mute. I hear every NPC but not my character. If I change character, all is fine. Has anyone ever heard of this? What? No? I know that there were some characters in Janthier that they added the voice acting late. So, like, if you were playing a female Char, she was mute for, or female Savari or something, they were mute for a time. But to my knowledge, all that's been fixed. Dekira says, happened to me yesterday, relogging fixed it. Morning all. Hi, Tamara. Morning, Muk. To make things different today, I'm late for work. It's always good to mix things up. Hey, is there a reliable site for build guides? There's multiple. Snowcrows, Guild Gen, Meta Battle. Those are all ones that I still use daily. Alright, we're gonna use Bloodwell here because we've got a huge pile of people standing in a rotating laser cutter. Like the adorable little DPS they are.
Through your flesh.
Solid as a rock.
Okay, it's doing the black hole thing.
I carry the wind.
Never give up.
Rabbit phase. What build is this? I'm playing Ritualist support right now, so I'm buffing and healing people around me. So you're not going to see me on the damage meter on this one, but you might see some other people doing some cool stuff. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh! Oh no, the black hole just faded.
Never saw this coming.
That's better.
Fascinating.
Don't be afraid of that. I am afraid of that. I've never let it hit me yet. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Best we dispatch them before they can implement
implement their plan.
This will be the perfect test of my new modifications.
Now we'll show you. Stronger together. I carry the wind.
Wind blast!
A souvenir from the good one. Additional adjustments may be required.
Spin to win!
You have accomplished nothing here. Experimental efforts continue.
Turn ley line gliding
in every
on.
field of study. You dare to dream you've destroyed my work? You've knocked over a single test tube. This
You touched the beakers. You sick mucks.
That's better. Oh,
All right, stability. Wait, what? Did that consume all 3 stacks of stab that I had? That's weird. It's not the first time I've seen that either.
I'll take final.
All right, Bloodwell in the middle because everybody's getting trucked right now. Lesser Bloodwell on top of it. Good God. DPS really just standing in it right now. Who put a freaking portal under that?
Get the point?
I was spamming the F button to revive people, and I hit a sand portal and teleported.
Light as a feather.
Getting cold.
Feels like a meat grinder. Well, the thing is like, it's like 3 rotating lasers, right? But if you stand directly in the middle, you can get hit by all 3 of them every second. And there's a bunch of DPS standing in the middle, like going like, ow, man, this really hurts. It's like, dude, move. Take like 1 step back, and you'll be getting hit by a 1 out of 3 at least. Like that. There it goes again.
Get the point.
The air thickens Fury Maelstrom.
Make haste.
That's hard the way.
Oh, I did not see that charging up.
Perhaps I could adapt this
We
technique
are
to my own
stronger.
systems.
Healer law dictates those stay down. I mean, all the DPS classes are thinking this is E to Z toughness poof. Yeah, the DPS probably all thinking like, wow, these healers suck. As they stand in like 3 just blenders. Like, man, these healers are terrible. Can't out-heal stupidity. You can play Scourge. I actually have the thing is, if you're talking about like the old Revive Scourge, I've actually got the same stuff, the same Revive stuff that Revive Scourge has available to it right now. Because remember, they buffed Revive Scourge's boons and its healing, but they nerfed its reviving.
Never surrender.
Oh, stability.
A blast of air. Never surrender.
Come on, Gwillian. Do the blender again. You know you want to. Teach those DPS what up. Nah, I'm a rabbit. Rabbit revive. Nom 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 nom. I'm like biting his arm and he's like, stop! What? What? I was tapping F to revive that guy and it opened a crafting menu.
Get back.
Stronger together.
Defend yourself. Now we'll show you. Never give up. We persist.
Paragon shouts scare me. I forgot I turned my voices up for the new story dialogue.
Must have stopped at the Inquest's immediate plans, at least.
Shake it off!
I am pleased to have been able to assist you.
Now, how do you now you see, this is why I always say, a timely complaint solves all problems.
Don't think it counts if you're always complaining.
An interesting premise. Perhaps I could create a function that would register a complaint on every cycle.
A man after my own heart.
This is most unexpected.
Beginning to think you're bad luck, Canuck.
I've known that for years.
Alright, going back to quickness DPS Ritualist. Waiting for the treasure chest to appear.
So, thoughts?
Never thought I'd meet a golem I liked.
I would say that's a vote in favor, my dear PTA. Let us away, then.
Alright. Got what we needed here. Let's see. What else can we work on? We got multiple quests for this Dance Among the Choya thing. Let's see. I know the Choya town's over here. I'm assuming the Dance Among the Choya thing would be at the Choya town. I don't know for sure. That's helping that one Choya escape. That might be the help the guy make the cannons thing. That one... that might be the camp that's getting destroyed.
Another day in paradise.
What's this one? Tree tender.
Fantastic. Let's begin. First, I'll need seed samples. See what you can find littered on the ground nearby.
Here's a giant seed. Currently stuck on trying to get the ether location for the skimmer. Grinding rifts gets XP for the masteries pretty quick. Does Rid still feel like Green Mesmer? No, they got rid of the shatter thing for the spirits, thank goodness. So no, it does not. Which necrospec should I play if I don't like the shroud mechanic much? Scourge is the only one that doesn't really have a true shroud mechanic. Scourge, instead of going into shroud, just has extra buttons up here that they can use at any time. More seeds. Are you playing a support build? I have 2 Ritualist builds set up right now. One is quickness providing DPS, and the other is quickness providing healer. During the group event, I was a healer. Right now, I'm back to quickness providing DPS. You made me want to play again. I love Guild Wars 2. I just get overwhelmed with all the currencies. I did open Flying Mount and all, but man, the currencies. I mean, at any given time, you really only care about 1 or 2. I mean, yes, you are absolutely right. The wallet is ridiculous. There's a lot of currencies in the game. But like right now, I care about 0 of these. Like it just depends on what project you're working on.
I should be able to shape fresh seeds from these. Give me a moment.
No spoiler, how you liking the new X-Pack? In terms of visuals, it's beautiful. Sound design, both like music and like the voice acting, it's great. Pretty much everything's voice acted. Story, I actually posted a video yesterday where I was gushing about how much I liked the story. I think the story is better than the last 2 expansions. I hope that they're able to maintain that and they don't, kind of, you know, let it flop. As far as features, like the new elite specs, I still need a lot of time to figure that out. And they added new legendaries, which they've never really messed up on legendaries. Legendaries are just, you know, very big, expensive endgame projects. So I'm working on one of them right now, but you know, it's going to take a while. Heisen's already finished the one of them. I don't know how, but he did. Has anyone finished the rebreather to confirm if you get 1 or 3? I cannot confirm that yet. I'm working on the rebreather right now, but I need 1 million more events. I don't think Heisen sleeps. Hey, just get some Red Bulls, order some pizza, takes 2 days off work, no responsibilities.
Fill a bucket in the stream and give our little sprouts a drink.
There's a lot of layers this. Alright, bucket. Go in the water. Splat. Splat. Just saw a guy crafting the aqua breather. He told me it's not that expensive. Is that true? Just a second. Alright. This is the aqua breather recipe. So, this thing is just a quest. This is free. Obsidian shards. If you're a longtime player, you might already have a bunch of these in the bank. This is spirit shards, which don't cost gold. This could all be equated to gold, or you might just have this. The tons of blood, venom, totems, dust, fang, scales, claws, bones. So this could be money, or this could just be you already have it. Gift of the Tides you get from finishing the story. Unusual coins you get for running around on your skimmer looking for treasure chests. Tales of Adventure are 2 silver each. 55 clovers. You might just have this from gameplay, or you might have to spend money on that. Vision crystal, same thing. But then up here, this is map comp. This is the achievement I'm working on right now. This is map comp. This is the achievement I'm working on right now. So it says additionals are 50 gold each, but the first one's free. It's just, you know, from gameplay. But this appears to be an unavoidable 250 gold, and this appears to be an unavoidable 250 gold. So I think minimum, even if you have everything else, which is unlikely, you're spending 500 gold. And most legendaries, I think, are around like 2k. Now, like to just buy one straight up, not to make it. Making it's much cheaper. Morning chat. Hi, New Gaming.
Look at them grow, and all without my assistance. Remarkable. Collect some samples of the new plants for me, will you?
She says they grew without my assistance, but she, like, energized the seeds, so she's a liar. Okay, this is... Alright, all y'all stop. Leave us alone. Aqua Breathers is one for weight class. That's what I've not gotten confirmation of yet. Some folks are saying when you make it, you get one, just like light or medium or heavy armor. And other folks are saying you get all three. I do not know yet. Like, I have not seen evidence yet. I've just heard people talk. Thank you for entertaining me as I work. No problem. I'll get some keys to jingle. Make it real good. What's your RIT build? I've got 2 prepared right now. One is open world quickness. Well, one of them is quickness providing DPS, and the other is quickness providing healer.
These samples are excellent. Bring me any more you can find while I run a few tests.
Alright, 15 seconds till this ends.
It's as I thought.
Was hoping for some more progress on stuff, but okay. Wow, so fast right now. Because of Lingering Spirits, I've got a 50% speed boost, so I was zooming. How much DPS you're getting with quick DPS? I've only been playing it for a day. Right now, I'm able to provide quickness and do like 25k DPS. But in perfect conditions, some guys over at Snow Crows were able to get like 50. So I haven't gotten that. As quick? Yeah. As pure power, they got 52. I've already done that one. Dance with the Choya! I need that! Boosters! Move as them. Follow their movements. Alright, turn me into a Choya. Alright. What do we got here? That's not it. What?
And in doing so, they shared their message with us.
No! Do it again!
Let's see. I believe they are performing some sort of
God dang it.
or pretending to cast a spell of some sort. But what is it?
I'm very upset, chat. I didn't even get credit for doing the event because I just got there. Well, at least I know now exactly where the event is. I had a feeling it was there, but I didn't know. Man, I had multiple achievements that could have gotten checked off by that. How are your mounts so fast?
Hey, Wayfinder.
I don't know. Some of it's masteries.
I got assigned to collect magic samples out here, and I'm in over my head. Any you could grab for me would be a big help.
I think a few more of these samples, and I'll get an achievement. Oh wow, that event ended right then. Oh, I turned in 9. Okay. Oh, it despawned my minions because of the Choya transformation thing. What relic are you using for quick DPS? The API is disabled. The API is not disabled. It went back up early yesterday. Right now I'm using Relic of the Claw. Oh, I can rescue more animals for that thing. Hello!
The Inquest have many creatures in those cages down there.
Alright, save the pig. Let's go, pig!
You will see another sunrise, little one.
Muck, what do you think a healer needs to be a good choice? A lot of the word community is disappointed with Paragon because it lacks projectile disruption, portal, range healing, and other stuff better healers have. What? Wow, I didn't think my opinion of warriors could go down. Okay. I'll try. So... portals are only available on a couple of classes. What? Thief, Scourge, Mesmer? Like, not many classes have portals. Seb Subverter. There we go. Freed 15 animals. That's done. Range healing? Some classes? Like, some classes have that, but... Not like all of them, by any means. Like Guardian, you usually have to be right on top of them or in a cone in front of them. Like, and like Druid, they can do some range healing, but most of their healing is like right around them. Projectile block and stuff like that. I'll admit that that is nice to have, but anyone could do that. Like, thinking back to when raids were doing Matthias, and like you had to have projectile reflect for Matthias, you usually just had some Firebrand or Mesmer in the group do it. It wasn't always the healer. As even reflect, like a Necro, for example, could do projectile block, but they don't have projectile reflect. They usually use CPC, caustic poison cloud or corrosive poison cloud. So I would say, you said, what does a healer need to be successful? I would say they can keep the whole party alive. They're filling the health bars. They're keeping all the necessary boons up, and then they're providing some damage outside of that. The warrior. Paragon? Okay, I played Paragon in the beta. I haven't played it since launch. But Paragon was able to do that in spades. Like, when I tried to heal the extreme damage field on Evoker, I died in like 3 seconds with Water Otter Evoker. When I tried the extreme damage field on Paragon, I went in there and without using half my buttons, it was like I was in a shower. I was like, la da 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 da, just with a bar of soap. It was so, it felt like cheating. The healing output of the Paragon, combined with the fact that baseline Warrior has insanely high armor and health, made for one of the most easy mode healers I've ever played. There's also some very fun mechanics, like Bullet Catcher. Bullet Catcher, was it Stat 5? Is a very fun mechanic. So, no, I thought Paragon was so good, it felt like I had punched in a cheat code. It felt like I just could not die. It seemed really good. Stab, yeah, healers are, well, I said boons, right? So keep the boons up, and then have stability and or Aegis on demand, which not every class does. Heal Untamed still has zero way of providing stability at all. But, you know, most healers are expected to have access to protection, fury, regeneration, 25 might, vigor, swiftness, maybe resistance, and then they can do Aegis when it's needed, and they can do stability when it's needed. That's the usual stuff. Don't know what that is. Otter Evoker can now properly heal. Yeah, I saw that they did a lot of changes that many people, including myself, put into feedback for the Evoker. Happy to see it, and I haven't tried it since it was reworked. Biologist Corrine, what's the situation? Why did you put me on my mount?
Wavehawks, the native species of skimmer here, but they've completely disappeared. I'm worried the inquest are involved. I've found several devices they seem to be using to track them. We need to find and destroy the trackers before the inquest can capture any and perform experiments on them.
Okay. Hi, Mark. I see you're using Sword for Rit. Did you change the spear? Yes, I did. So, in the open world, there's a lot of quests where I had to hit something above me, and I was like, I really want a ranged option. And some Necros in chat were like, we recommend Sword, so I was like, alright, I'll try it, and I like it. Also, it gives me a movement skill, which is nice. And I tested it in the Lion's Arch Aerodrome testing room, and I was able to still get around 25k DPS with Swords Greatsword rather than Spear Greatsword. So I was like, alright, cool, this is fine.
Wonderful. That should slow the inquest down considerably. I believe the Wave Hawks may know of cave systems in the area, so pay attention to any you might see.
Waterlay line. Okay. How do you compare Ritualist versus Reaper for soloing? Reaper has always been kind of a king of soloing, and the reason for that is while they're on their own, they can provide every buff and debuff that they really care about, even from like a raid setting. So like they can have 25 might, they can have quickness, and their enemy will have 25 vulnerability, and they have 2 hit point bars. So they're usually doing real good, even all by themselves. Ritualists can have a lot of that. I don't really know if it's better or worse. Oh, this is new. So I don't know if it's better or worse than Reaper. They're both absolutely solid. Like, Reaper has been amazing for years. I don't see that changing. Ritualist seems to also be quite good. I did solo one champion event a little while ago. It really helps that every couple of seconds I go into, you know, Writ Shroud, which is basically the second hit point bar, but I'm going in and out of it a lot, whereas Reaper stays in their Shroud as much as possible. Okay, there's someone else there. I was starting to worry. I was like, I don't know if I can finish this all by myself. They keep entering the circles so fast. In game lore, what's your favorite moment in the game? For me, it's when Aureen's has the visions of the future. I'll be kind of vague because I don't want to spoiler folks. I have a very cringy video back from when I was just starting out on YouTube, so it looks terrible. But it's called something along the lines of the 3 moments Guild Wars 2's story gave me chills. And the 3 moments were when we were trying to get into Joko's palace, the finale of the Joko storyline, and the... what was the last one? The creation of Dragon's Fall. Those 3 moments had, like, the hair on the back of my neck standing up. Those were really good. So Living World Season 4 is peak. It was, really.
You did it!
Nice, I hadn't done this one.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done for these gentle creatures.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. That's the exit. Hey Muk, have you found other weapon than spear to play with greatsword? I'm currently using greatsword and double swords. Just because the double swords gives me a range option and a movement skill. So if I can't reach the target, I can just kind of camp swords for a few more moments before swapping again. Whereas with Spear Greatsword, I was melee and I'm more melee, so it was a bit rough. I was expecting new weapons this expansion. Do you believe we'll have more weapons in the future? So they said from the very beginning this expansion was not going to have more weapons. And I kind of get that. Like, each time they add new weapons to all the classes, you know, they have to add one to everyone, right? And... oh, wait, they're lining up. Oh, God, are they about to do it? Warrior. Warrior is almost out. Warrior doesn't have many more that it doesn't already have. There's just a couple left. And they're probably like, okay, we don't want to give Warrior a magic scepter. That doesn't make any freaking sense. You know, stuff like that. So they're almost out of that. And that might be... that might be why. Main hand focus for everyone. Yeah. Oh, man, I saw them all line up right when I got here, and I was hopeful that they were about to do the thing. Oh, maybe she's coming over. Okay, I think there was one to dance by the fire. Grilling buddies. Dance with a choya by the fire. Alright, so I gotta dance with one over here, and then run over there and do that. How do I make this work? There, grilling buddies, got it. Okay. Whoa, what was that beat drop there? What? What, the music's so good, what? Why does Dancing Pineapples have such good music? Forest Caretaker. Alright, nice. We finished Forest Caretaker and we finished Grilling Buddies. We're now at 27 out of 36 achievements for being done with this. That was surprisingly good music. That was surprisingly good music. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Hi, what would you rate this expansion so far? Smooth launch, 9 out of 10. There's lots of small bugs. They've already fixed 2/3 of them. They had 0 outage time. They did not have to take the servers down at any point. So smooth launch, 9 out of 10. Story, for me so far, I could, like, for the, you know, the single player story, I couldn't be happier with it. So I'd say that for the single player story, I would say it was maybe 10 out of 10. But I also recognize that in the past, there have been some expansions where they had, like, a really good starting story, and then, for me, it just flopped after that. So I'm hoping that they can maintain. Visual, it's beautiful. Audio, the music's great, and also the voice acting. Like, everything's voice acted. And I love that. I appreciate that. So that's really good. Expansion features, I'm still undecided on. You know, there's the legendaries, there's the new home instance, which they never mention it in the game. That you have to kind of know where to look to find it, so that could have been implemented a little better. The legendaries, I'm working on them right now, and then you got, like, the new elite specs. So I definitely have various feedback on the new elite specs, but I don't know that they agree with, you know, my opinions on that. So I would say the elite specs are mostly well received, but I'm sure there's going to be more rounds of buffs and nerfs. Except all the hero points being disabled. It's not all, it's like 2. And that is odd to me. Apparently, what would happen is each hero point, one class can like instantly finish it. Like there's like a flavor thing, right? Like there's one hero point that's basically the hot chip challenge. And an elementalist has an option where they can put a coat of ice over their tongue so they're immune to the hot chip. And it's stuff like that, right? But a couple of the hero points had a bug where whatever class was associated with them could keep redoing the hero point and get infinite XP. So they couldn't fix it quickly, so they just shut that hero point off while they're working on a fix to stop infinite XP loops. However, the downside is that for the very short term right now, no one can finish map comp unless they had already done those hero points. So again, there's no outages or anything, but hoping that they fix that ASAP.
Hey, Wayfinder, you can handle a skimmer, right?
One is bugged, doesn't spawn a boss. I've already finished World Map Comp, so I can say that they're all working sometimes. I don't know. There we go. That's what I needed. That's it. Boom. They're all working sometimes, but obviously not all the time. Okay. Alright, so I was gonna go check out what this is. I don't know what this is. Old magic. Let's go see. Glad I'm done with the hero points? Yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. I was a vet player that quit in Icebird Saga, but still want to keep up with the news about the game. I gotcha. Yeah, Icebird Saga is an example of what I meant earlier, where I'm like, there were some releases where I loved how they started and hate how they finished. Icebird Saga is an example of that. Like, for those of you who weren't here and weren't active players at that time, Icebird Saga started off very grimdark, kind of like Diablo. And it was like, there was a lot of dead people. Jormag, the Deceiver, was like whispering in our head. And it was just like, you don't need them. And it's just creepy stuff like that. Like, it's like they took a stab at horror. And it was really cool. Like, I'm someone that enjoys, like, Total Warhammer from time to time. Like, that was right up my alley. Right up my alley. I thought it was awesome. But the end of Icebird Saga was just a sudden and abrupt halt. And the running theory, which they'll never acknowledge, is that they unexpectedly were told, you guys can have the funding for another expansion from Daddy and NCSoft. And so the running theory among the player base is that all their developers except one got moved over to work on End of Dragons, and Ted slammed 5 Red Bulls and then just wrapped up Icebird Saga very abruptly in a back room. And that's it. Because, like, Icebird Saga just... and I'm trying not to spoil it for people who haven't played it, but it comes to a sudden, abrupt ending, and then it was like, and everybody lived happily ever after. It's just like, what? And it makes no sense. And then End of Dragons, you know, because we weren't expecting more expansions, and then that happened. Okay, avoid traps and collect ancient magic. I have no idea what this one is. Let's see. While participating, you've been granted temporary access to advanced gliding mastery, allowing you to glide indefinitely. Okay, so we pick up Seer Magic. Alright, and what's the goal here? Just pick up Seer Magic and a timer. That's it. This isn't disorienting at all. Can I mount during this? I can. Oh god. Well, that makes things a bit easier. I didn't realize. But I have to dismount to pick stuff up. No, 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 I didn't want to do that. Where's the others? They're above me. Where's the last one? Nice! Got gold. Cool. Okay, never have to do that again. Alright, nice. That was multiple achievements. Oh, we are at 30 out of 36 for this zone. Do you think they'll ever add new weapon types like flail and scythe, etc.? If so, do you have any that you really want to see? I've been asked this question on and off for 6-7 years now, and for most of that time, my answer was a polearm. Because if you just have an animation for, this is my keyboard armrest, if you have an animation for like just two-handed poke, that can be a short spear, a long spear, a pike, a glaive, a halberd, a lucerne hammer. Like there's so much you can do with that animation and just call it polearms. And then Janthir happened, and they took spears from the water and made them land weapons. Cool. I'm kind of disappointed in the animations for them. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for most characters, the spear is a two-hander, and they do it like this. They hold it back here in one hand, and the left hand's up here. And I'm like, what? So I'm not really a fan of the animations that they did for the spears, for the land spears. I'm totally fine with all the abilities and the mechanics and stuff like that, but I feel like the animations fell short. It's the underwater. Yeah, I know. I would really love if they redid the spear like idle animations. Like it's a two-hander, make it use two hands. If you're gonna make it look like it's in one hand, let me use a shield with it like a true paragon. But they did eventually give us the polearms. So outside of that, yeah, you mentioned like flail and so, I mean, yeah. I think the most popular weapon type that has been requested that's not in the game is a two-handed axe. There's skins that look like it, but you know, not really. So yeah, there's flail, there's whips, there's scythes, there's nunchucks, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. But I think two-handed axe has got the biggest amount of people requesting it. Now, do I think they're ever going to do that? They would surprise me if they did. If they did do that, it would surprise me. What do we got? Without any tents being destroyed. Okay, so that one I'd probably need more people. That one was over here. I don't think it's active right now. Punch? Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could do like a martial arts thing. Like they could have a weapon that's basically just like hand wrappings, you know? And if you have that equipped, you're doing like punch animation. And if they were going to implement it, they should also make it just for when we're, you know, we content creators are doing these stupid challenges. They could also make it to where when we have no weapon in hand, we punch. Okay, this is actually perfect. There's people here. So I have an achievement to help do this event and make sure that none of the buildings are destroyed during the event. And it's on track for that right now. So it's 3 buildings and you can repair them with the special action key. I could get behind a weapon that's ham wrappings. Ham wrappings? I said hand. Rocket launcher? I mean, there's a Medizuka in Iceberg Saga. Minute and a half remaining.
How are there more of them?
50 seconds. Does switching homestead locations remove all decorations placed? There's two ways to visit the other homestead. One is touring it, and if you do that, your decorations will stay intact. But if you just say, if you click the button that says remove decorations and switch, it removes the decorations.
How are there more of them?
Alright, so now defend the camp from the dangerous beast. And we haven't gotten the achievement yet, so I think we still have to make sure no buildings are destroyed. Even now. Actually, I don't see the building health bars anymore. I'm not sure if it's a concern or not. Revive this guy. Golem charge. Pull.
Now we'll show you how hard to bring them.
Got a downstate teammate over here. Okay, he rallied. Nice.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
I didn't get the achievement. All three buildings are up. Is that one bugged? Why did I not see it? Oh, no, I did get it. Okay, I just didn't see it pop up. Okay, cool. That's good then. All right, 31 out of 36. Cool, 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 cool. All right, awesome. Is the best power range necro right now? What's up, Brayden? It's an option. I mean, I'm using greatsword and double swords. The greatsword's melee, the double swords are ranged for this class. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rotato. Let's see. All right. I need something to drink. Chat, give me just a minute. I'm gonna hail hydrate. I'll be right back. Chat, my wife was in the middle of making me something to eat, so I walked in there and she had a hot dog for me. And, oh gosh, hold on. Remember I told you guys about the Pavlov thing? Where my cat, when he smells hot dog, he remembers all the times I've given him a piece of bread from the bun. And he associates hot dog smell with, I'm gonna get some bread. He is a beast for the yeast, chat. Hold on, I'm gonna tear him off a piece here. Inspect, gotta inspect. There we go. Oh. Ayo, bro. Mm-hmm. A beast for the East killed me. You can have another piece if you want. Did you train ship? I mean, I don't know. We trained each other, I guess.
Camp work is more exhausting than a day of fighting. But the colonel says I need more experience.
We gotta find 5 more things to do in the zone, chap. Were you able to get silver or better in the Leyline adventure with the skimmer? If you mean this one, I got silver and I gave up on trying to get gold. It was really, really challenging. I did not like that one. Alright, wait, what? Oh my god. You can get a baby version of the meta boss? That's... I don't know if that's cute or horrifying. That's like a... like those gremlins that you don't feed after midnight. Oh, I can get more if I do more dances. Get
that bread.
If I do more dances, I can get another achievement. So I thought I was done there. I was not.
Seems like we're finding a lot of
Alright, yeah, they're not dancing anytime soon. Okay. Mantras fly now. The manta ray, the skimmer. The 2-button slipstream boost gives it a massive movement buff for a time. Successfully disable 10 traps in a row during Survive the Trap Room. Where is this? I don't know if this is on the wiki yet. Northwest Event Chain. Let's see if it's going.
A good day's work.
No one plays Troubadour. I'm trying to learn how to play it. If you're interested, I did play Troubadour during the beta. I don't know that it's changed a lot since then. So you could watch my video on that if you want, but that's all I can offer personally right now. Oh, Isgarin already finished the meta. Okay, so that thing's already done. Wait, there is an event in there. What's going on? I don't know how to say it in English, but you need to do the events in the crypts in the Basilica before the Asgarn event. Okay. Alright, so I can't do this right now, I don't think. Alright. What else we got? So, there's 2 things for Survive the Trap Room. Heal allies across Scarlet Wield. Witness an ally overcome their fear as they search for relics. Help an overwhelmed camp rebuild. Complete the Inquest jump puzzle in 90 seconds or less. Is that the one in the pyramid thing? I did that yesterday. I guess not in 90 seconds or less. You might not be able to do it again until daily reset. I didn't do it today, but I did it yesterday, and I don't know if it's reset yet, so I'm gonna go check.
There's something terribly sad. How do you think the new boss measures up?
Muck, how do you decide which achievements to do? I'm just looking for ones that I think would be the easiest on that list. Okay, yeah, I've already done this today. I can't do this again. Okay. Alright, so can't do that right now. Defeat a summoned seer weapon in the Lost Basilica. I swear I did that already. Survive a trapped room. Okay, so wait, does the Lost Basilica... I've never done the trap room. I'm wondering if when Asgarn goes down there, if there's multiple routes. Because I've done the Asgarn meta twice, and I have 2 things on here not checked off. I've never seen the trap room. It happens before the event chain. Okay, so I haven't seen it. Alright, so I got 3 things to the trap room. Read each hunting chronicle. So this is just books. I don't know where they are, though. /wiki Huntmaster of Castora. No information yet. Return. Let's see, it's at the hunting camp. All the books are at the hunting camp? I'll check. I'll take a look. Hunting logbook.
Brought down a large beast early this morning. Tall and long, it ran on 2 legs and used its heavy tail as a counterbalance for its heavy head. From the teeth and the hide, it seemed to be an older specimen. That was another new one, so once we finish cleaning it, we'll preserve the remains to be studied. Spotted the tracks of another, footprints much wider and flatter. We will try to pick up the trail before dusk, and we will continue the search tomorrow if needed. Spotted a different kind of tracks by the stream today. Heavy, bipedal, likely an Inquest golem. They hadn't accounted for ground pressure and it nearly sank into the mud. Fools have no idea what they're doing on terrain like this.
The end.
Good day's work. It'll take some time. This place is pretty incredible.
Nature and the hunt. It is a mistake that many make to say that hunters are damaging nature. After all, are we not part of nature? When we tracked a deer by endurance alone, claiming it only when exhaustion overtook it, with nothing but our bare hands, were we not part of nature then? Why then would a bow of wood and animal sinew make us unnatural? The hunt is not about the desecration of nature, but the celebration of our history and our traditions. No, it's not about, it's about getting dinner. So long as we do not overhunt or act cruelly in taking our prey, we are not doing a dishonorable thing. We are part of the same cycle as our prey, and it is best we never forget that. Okay. Did that give credit for a book? Yeah. Alright. Annals of the Great Hunt and Rites of Passage. There's 2 more books I gotta find. Thanks, Buck, for your content. You're very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I think I see one of them over there.
Crowdeer and his party tracked the Great Worm for 16 days through the valley, into the forest, and to the edge of the waters beyond. With keen eyes, they spotted the small disturbances of the soil that it had passed under, and they tracked the way the birds flew out of its path. Finally, at the water's edge, they cornered it, pouring jugs of mead into the sand to force it to surface. There they brought down the beast, feasted beneath the moonlight beside the great sea, and carried home its mighty jaws as trophies. So they could have just poured water, but they used mead. They're like, we're gonna kill this thing when it's drunk. Alright. Rites of Passage. Where's the Rites of Passage book? Anyone seen the Rites of Passage book? See my previous message. One is off to the left if looking north, next to a char. I like how you could have said one is west, but instead you said one is left when looking north. Okay, I went west. Is it across the river? Now south. What do you mean now south? The book moved?
Over here. The ley lines are surging. This is our best chance to...
Look for a char. North is where you're facing. You're too far north. Back and follow right. What? Go north, turn left, go south, turn back, follow right. You missed it. Look at the chart. What? Bro, I need some longitude and latitude up in here. Alright. From right here. Which way? Which way? I'm not moving until I see instructions. Go north from there. Wait, what? I said which way, and the responses I get are left, it's west, north, behind, southwest, and go north. You guys are jerks. Is it on the high ground or the low ground? Low. Southwest. Southwest. Okay, going southwest. No, go left from there. Okay. Now do a barrel roll. Okay, now what? Oh, wait, is that it? Yay! Dude, there's no char near here. What are you freaking talking about? I was there, and someone said go north, and it was southwest of me at that time. There's no char here. Half of y'all lying. The barrel roll helped, yeah. When you are training a young hunter, you must never make the prey too easy or the hunt too quick. They must not learn that the hunt solely for the reward, but for the taking of a prize. For then they will use any means available and dishonor themselves as they do. Instead, time must be spent to allow them to fail, to follow the wrong path so that they will feel joy on rediscovering tracks, to miss their first arrow so that they will be driven to not miss their second. The hunt, like all things, is in the process, in yearning to become better. The real quarry is oneself, and that hunt has no end. Cool story, bro. 32 out of 36. Trap room, trap room. Overwhelmed camp. Ally overcome their fears. Hey, Mr. Muck. Hi, Aisha. Alright. Witness an ally overcome their fear as they search for relics. Anyone know where that is? I know I helped someone look for relics down here. I know I helped someone look for relics like over here somewhere. The help an ally overcome their fears? I don't know. Zoom map out. How far? That's the whole zone. Fountain of Blessings. Where's... what? Fountain of Blessings? Where's that? Overgrown thicket. Okay. Heading that way.
What's going on with this assignment? I thought we were looking for artifacts, but not
Champion clear. I've already fought that one. Don't need that fella again.
With me. I need to gather up those artifacts as soon as possible. The Priory should really have more soldiers. All our expeditions are to dangerous places. But wait, Commander! You're just the sort of muscle I need for this.
It's a scaredy char. It's a scaredy cat.
The stone they built this place out of is unique interior, to my knowledge. I wrote a paper once. Geology, serpents, paths. People don't appreciate it yet, but they will. No! Leave me alone!
Protect him and bring him interesting rocks.
Well, now, this is...
I can throw the rocks at him. Just, hey, look, archaeology, bonk.
I shouldn't be here. I thought I was ready, but...
$18 seconds. Mike forgot he had a YouTube chat. This is the price he's paying. What are you talking about? Did not forget I had a YouTube chat.
Thank you. I feel better.
YouTube chat's not real. Yeah, I can't hear you.
That I haven't been out in the field since. Guess it left a stronger impression on me than I thought. Wait! Look at the architectural style here. Hold on, I need to make a quick sketch.
Just gonna mooch this real fast. Alright, sorry. What were you saying?
What? Not again. I can't.
Oh, it's an... He's like, I'm a little scared of him. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Oh, never mind. There's a dinosaur. It is not going to be okay.
We're actually winning? Well, then let's be done with this foul thing.
No!
Back to the dark with you!
He's building courage, Chad. He's starting to understand. Nothing like the threat of a T-Rex to bring someone out of their shell.
I guess that's the kind of thrill you never get at a library. Thank you for your help, Commander. I'm going to stay and do some more research.
Okay. Let me see. Where was I? What's the last one for that one? Help an overwhelmed camp rebuild their defenses. I'm guessing that's here. I wonder if that's that bugged quest I can never get to do anything.
So that's my idea. I'll gather up the priory and head due west through the forest.
This guy here, I've never had this guy respond to me. Any of y'all seen this guy do anything? What are you doing, Mike? Aqua breather? Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to get the map stuff, the aqua breather. Yep. I need to get 4 more achievements on this map. Let me see if this one... Is this on their known bugs? Known issues. Kainan. No, it's not on there. So this is at Crumbling Precipice. Alright. Let's see. Magister Kainan. Crumbling Precipice. How is... Precipice. What's the name of this zone? Something Wield. Starlit Wield. Starlit Wield. Completely unresponsive. Last. Seen him multiple times over last few hours. Never seen his event actually start. Okay. If you're looking to level up masteries, that's just doing... Yeah, rift hunting is that. Yeah, I'm not looking to just do that. I am working on trying to get this so that I can get this, because this is for the legendary aqua breather. I am getting a trickle of mastery XP at the same time. Mike, do you happen to have an opinion on power creep at Guild Wars 2? I love it! No, that's not my opinion. I was doing Dragon Stand. It felt like it went a lot faster than in the past. There didn't seem to be any challenge to it. Dragon Stand, 1, there's power creep. 2, there's also the fact that when that came out, there was no flying mounts. Now there's flying mounts and EMP tables and things like that. And that's aside from the fact that everybody's doing 2 to 3 times the damage they used to do. So, yeah, power creep is a real thing. Quickness and alacrity are the biggest culprits of it. Relics added more power creep. Elite specs just over time. Like right now, some of the elite specs in the hands of the top nerds in the game are doing like 50k. And back when Dragon Stand came out, people were doing like 10. So, yeah, I mean, they would need to do... Not a stat squish, like, anyone who's played some other games might know what a stat squish is. They need to do something similar to that to kind of get things back in check. But the problem is this. If they nerf everything across the board to make old content more serious again, the new content that they made that's out of, like, that's completely unhinged, like Legendary Ceres Challenge Mode, will become impossible. So if they nerf everything across the board to make the old stuff more relevant, the stuff like Challenge Mode Harvest Temple can't be done anymore. Because that requires, like, the peak of what is currently possible. So it wouldn't be as simple as buff everything or nerf everything. Because they made some content with 10k DPS in mind, and they made some content with 40k DPS in mind. So they would need to tweak that content if they ever made a change like that. Power creep isn't a thing in MMOs. It's just getting more power over time, which is natural for MMOs. I disagree with you. The reason for that is we are still using the same gear as 10 years ago, right? We are still using, like, Ascended gear of the Berserker with the same stat numbers on it as 10 years ago. Our stats aren't any higher, but they keep making new elite specs that are completely busted, right? They've made new weapons that are completely busted. They added the weapon master training that allowed you to use the Weaver Sword when you're playing a Tempest, which was completely busted. It wasn't intended for that. It's by design. And so a lot of these things, when you take these puzzle pieces, you allow them to be used in other places, it's unhinged. Relics. You know, this was a new slot that didn't exist before. This was another source of a damage increase. Yes, it took away from runes, but we're getting more from relics than what we lost from runes. That was just a flat increase. And stuff like that. Forget about CM Harvest Temple. After the buff to the first map boss, I saw 2 failures on full 50-man squads today, even with most people running busted specs. I mean, that's just... I mean, balancing numbers is the easiest thing. So, they might find that they have to tweak that again. We'll see. Also, keep in mind, this is day 3 of the expansion. There's a lot of people that work during the week that are... Like, any day that you play during the next week, there's going to be people around you playing it for the first day. So there's going to be people doing those metas that haven't seen them before, and they will get better as they've seen them more. Is Rit your new best friend? Possibly. Right now, right now I keep hitting issues with this map that I can't solve right now. Like, different things that are just, like, bugged and stuff. I'm trying to find events I can still do. I'm always against nerfing fun. That's a whole different conversation. We're talking about power creep. Like, if... I don't know. Like, I'm not saying to take away your ability. Like, if we're discussing nerfing power creep, then we're basically talking about, like, you know, not making it to where you're skipping entire raid boss phases of the Heart of Thorns raids. Stuff like that. Bigger numbers equals fun. Oh my god, your brain is the size of a peanut. I'm so sorry. If you want bigger numbers, then play Bladesworn, go into the end of the story of End of Dragons, and get that buff from Aurene that makes you Super Saiyan, and you can Dragon Slash for like 2 billion. That's the biggest number you're gonna get in the game. I'm happy as long as they leave Ritualist as it is. So much fun to play Open World. Bladesworn, good spec. If you don't want more damage over time, you should not play an RPG. Are you real? Are you trolling right now? RPG is role-playing game. There are RPGs that don't even have damage. Like what? The dance is about to start. I'm waiting on the dance. What is going on with David? Now, either they're trolling or they're really young and their experience is a very small data set. Fun is subjective. People need to stop claiming stuff as fun, even if it's a fact. No, I mean, I do that. That's why all the time I'll be like, yeah, like, Antiquary is very effective. It's very powerful right now. I think it looks stupid as hell, but that last part is an opinion of mine. That's not fact. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. What are we doing? They're swaying. They're swaying. Let me get my sway on. All right, we're hopping. We're hopping. All right, what are we doing? Clapping. We're clapping. Clap again. We spin. We spin! Spin again. Oh, no, 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 no. We hopping. We hopping. We hopping. Clap. Swaying. Clap. Nice. I don't think I could have gotten any more things that I did. All right. Oh my god.
Let's see.
Oh, get back here and dance again. Oh, freaking heck. Freaking heck. 19 out of 20, chat. I need one more sway and clap. Almost, yeah. I need one more. Hey, Muck. To make the Janthier Legendary Spear, we only need to do the first 2 area hearts, right? Lowland and Century. What? The first, wait, what? The first heart in each area for Klobjarni gear? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I do have a guide on Clovjorn, if you want it. There's a link to it right there. I don't know what you're talking about right now. First 2 area map. He said no, he said the first 2 area hearts. I meant the maps, not Mistburned. Oh, that is correct. The Legendary Spear came out before Mistburned was added to the game. Yes, that is correct. Sorry, you said hearts, so I was specifically thinking about the hearts and I was confused. Mukluk hurt itself in its confusion. No, Bava and Isos and Mistburned Barons are not related to the spear. They are related to the backpack. Okay. I gotta dance with the Choya one more time when I get the opportunity. Alright, what else? Can't do that today. Find the cook at the hunter's camp and help them prepare a hearty soup. What? Let's go see. In the end, how's Ritualist? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Guild Wars 2 is still an MMORPG, but the other chatter doesn't seem to get that RPGs are about building and earning power increases instead of just earning more damage buff to your class. I mean, RPG is role-playing game. A dating simulator can be an RPG. But it sounds like they came from a game like Diablo or something, and they're just thinking, oh, you just get bigger number, get bigger number, get bigger number. But this is a horizontal progression game. In this game, it's not so much about gaining power, it's more about gaining options and new exciting ways to play. Not always number go up. Number go up is a side effect of the balancing not being perfect over 10 years, and it's creeped higher and higher and higher. And now, if you go fight Gorseval and you actually see the gliding phase, people think you're bad because they're used to just skipping it entirely.
Before we're really established here, but this is a strong start. We'll keep working to stop the inquest wherever we find them. Their abominable
Shocked emote.
Must not continue.
250 raw enchanting stones. Oh, there's the back piece that starts that one chain. God, 1,000 stones. Okay. Oh, the stone is 5 of those. Oh, nice. Get the eggs to their new home. Wait, I have a thing for that. Save Joanna! I'm here, Joanna. Did you see the Leggy weapon shop list? It's really expensive, yeah. Yeah. But the question with that becomes this. How much of that expense is going to go down over time as supply and demand shift, and how much of that expense is unavoidable because it's like buying stuff from merchants? Is it more expensive than 2 Legis? Currently, it is way more. Like, for example, 1 step of it, you need 55 Draconic Lodestones. So currently, that's 1,400 gold. And that's 1 step. So you would craft as many of those as you can by hand. And so, of course, the materials for those is also going to shoot up in price.
There are still dangers.
Yay!
Less than before, and we will be
33 out of
able to watch
36.
over them. And Commander, if you get your hands on
Can you send some of your good to me? My good to you? No, my good is account bound. Sorry, it's still bound. What else? Successfully return the chick to its nest. Anyone seen this one? I don't know where this one starts. Birdie Benefactor. The jumping puzzle in Big Tree. Oh, I think I saw that. Where was that? That rings a bell. Was that down here? Giant's Lap? I think that was down here. Muck, bring your good to us. My good. Yeah, the initial price probably just to make the whales pay thou say I did it first. Look at me before it drops down. Well, again, though, there's supply and demand, right? It's like, for example, Orax, legendary backpack, right? That has been in the game for a bit now. Has the price of poultry meat gone down? Maybe a little, but it's still a whole lot more expensive than before Orax was added to the game at all. Hold on.
There, that's one of them now. Watch your surroundings, though. There are likely more around. Wait, where did it go? I haven't even had a chance to study it yet.
Okay.
We need to find it again, Wayfinder.
Okay.
This is exactly
Where's the baby bird?
The Astral Ward sent me here to catalog.
You have to talk to an NPC at the bottom of the tree. So this looks like the beginning of the jumping puzzle right here. I'm looking for an NPC. Oh, right here? The little bird is chirping desperately as if calling out for help. Investigate. This little chick has fallen from its nest. You might be able to get it back up there. Hold on tight, little one. Birdie Benefactor. 3 checkpoints and return to nest. Okay. Let's do that. Hey, thanks. So I guess the checkpoints are so you don't mesmer portal this. Pet the chick. Who's a good birdie? Yeah, hang on. Let's do, Signet of the Locust for more run speed. Why did that flash red for a second? That concerns me. Oh. That was the second checkpoint? Ew, I'm glad I climbed over here, I guess. Crap. Wasn't high enough. Scrit. Okay. I don't think I can climb to that. Oh, wait. Jadebot. Alright. Muck of the intent. I don't know what they wanted me to do, and I'll never find out. Am I going the right way? Hold on, what's the intent here? What is the intent? Blind jump? Like, I could go up one of these branches a little bit. But I'm not sure where I'm meant to go. Maybe over there? Follow small flowers. So, right there. Shroom over there. I see something there. All right. I don't know if I got the third checkpoint. I haven't seen a pop-up for it. Okay, small flowers. I hope I didn't miss it. Can you walk across that? You think that's solid? Use spectral walk. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Forgot I was a necro. I'm so used to being a ranger main. That one. Alright, third checkpoint. Looks like it wants me to go over there. What a time to try Spectral Walk. I was like, alright, I'm gonna turn Spectral Walk on and I'll just be kind of crazy with this, and boop. I'm gonna wait 8 seconds. Alright. There we go. Boom, boom. What? Why does it say Birdie Benefactor so many times? GG. Apparently that was a daily also. 34 out of 36. Nice. How was it not a pancake from falling from that high? The fluff. It adds +5 to bounce. Show you a dance nearly done. Oh. Well, I guess I won't get there in time. So the hide and seek or oh dang it! I tried to do this earlier and we could not find it. So I'll ask again. Do any of y'all know where the hide and seek orb goes? Yesterday I triggered this and I ran around here for like 10 minutes looking for it and I couldn't find it. Mine was east over a ridge or something. What? Dude, mount. Did you check underwater? Yeah, I did, but I don't know if it's random each time. Someone's telling me the Choya thing is starting again. Okay. Okay.
Promising start, but tomorrow offers even more.
That's a lie! I don't see anyone dancing. Unless it just ended, I don't know. Do you have double swords? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. 94%. Oh, almost there. Let's see. So there's the trap room thing, if I get in on that. There's this thing, which doesn't seem to be starting. I'm guessing that's the one guy at the crumbling precipice. More trap room stuff. Inquest jumping puzzle I can't try again until tomorrow. Wavehawks. The trap room again. Experience all the curses. Return the baby chick to its nest in under 4.5 minutes. Oh gosh. I wonder how long it took me. I don't know, but I didn't know the route, so. Destroy the correct illusion of Gwillian. Successfully gather orbs in the meta event. Gather orbs in the meta? I remember gathering orbs off the surface of the water for those other things. I mean, I'm 43 already. Oh, it means when you turn into a rabbit and you're hopping all over the place. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna take a few more metas to get 100. So I think the easiest is the Dancing Choya and this get another curse. Unless I can get that trap room. Muck, we didn't ask your age. Why you tell you're 43 already? 43 already? What? Oh, I was talking about the bunny orbs. And that's just hearts. That's just doing the hearts a whole bunch. Yeah, I think Cursed Artifacts and Dancing Choya are gonna be the easiest too. Oh, I've not done that here. Oh wait, is that hero point on right now? Let's find out if this one's activated at the moment. Looks like it is. For the Bird Nest one, I recommend you create a hidden squad with markers all the way to the top. No, you just need 4 mesmers. 1 at each of the 3 checkpoints and 1 at the top. Bing, 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 done. Do you have thoughts on maybe implementing DPS caps for some of the old content so power creep doesn't make it boring? Yeah, that could be interesting. I think there's many ways to fix that problem, and that is one of the ways, but that would also start other problems. Because people be like, oh, why should I put in any effort if the max I could do is 10k, I'm already over 10k, I might as well just kind of watch Netflix on the other screen. Oops, I stood in fire, you know? Muck, where's the birdie JP? Here. It's right here. The giant tree. There's a char with a baby bird on the north side of it, I think. Thank you for drops. You're very welcome. Muck, you can use the Jade bot boost, so getting there should be easy. Oh, to some of the checkpoints, yeah. Now, I think capping's stats probably bad. Like if you just say like, oh, when you go do this content, you cannot do more than 10k DPS. Yeah, I think something like that probably be bad. But if you were like, when you do this content, if you're above this number, you're nerfed by an increasing amount, and then at max your DPS nerfed by 25% or something. I don't know. That'd be one way to do it. You could have like increased armor or health on the bosses. Based on like how much damage they've taken over the last like X seconds, so they have like adaptive armor. That would be another way. Maybe a cap, but if you go beyond it, you get extra rewards at the end. Maybe. Meta in this map, if you need to do the jumping phase. No, it's cool. I was waiting to see if the Choya would dance again. I was waiting on that. I'm almost out of time. I just got a few more minutes. But it is looking like during this evening's stream, I will finish this and then can start focusing all my attention on the remaining stuff for the legendary rebreather. Haven't finished the story yet. When did Aurene become so red and plushy? End of Dragons hit her pretty hard. Speak with Katra to learn more. I haven't started that one yet either. Come on, Choya. I just want to dance again. Confused grunts.
Okay, let's try this again. Do you want to form a tactical alliance? 1 spin for yes, 2 spins for no. Well, now you're just being hurtful.
I've never seen that. Let's see. Did you check out the game Arc Raiders? No, I haven't. As a new player, I'm sort of confused by the expansions and if I need them. What's up, BS? The expansions are just more of the game. So, hold on. Let me give you a visual example here, okay? Alright, here's the world map. This, for the most part, this is Central Tyria. This is included for free in the base game. Okay? This area is Heart of Thorns. This area was added in the Heart of Thorns expansion. This desert area was added in Path of Fire. These zones up here were added in Xanthier. The zones over here were added in Secrets of the Obscure. Over here, this is the new expansion. So, with each expansion, there's more story, there's more features, there's more lands to go explore and do stuff in, and things like that. Now, you don't have to get them. Like, you can just get the base game and enjoy it and play it for hundreds of hours before deciding if you want to spend any money on anything. But if you like the game, the expansions are more game. Above Siege said, just started watching your Craftlock playthrough. Relatively new MMO player since I moved to PC. How friendly is Guild Wars 2 to new players? What's up, Above C? It's... How friendly is it to new players? The community is among the friendliest I've met in my time in MMOs. So, like, you ask a question, you're likely going to get a kind answer from folks. The game itself, I would say it does let go of holding your hand pretty quick. Like, pretty quickly, it's just like, here's the open world, have fun. And you might be like, wait, I need more guidance. And that's where people like me come in. You know, I've got a guide here intended for new players. I'm linking it in the chat right now if you would find use of it. But the game gives you a lot of freedom very, very quickly. But if you get confused and lost, there's content creators like me that made a whole bunch of stuff and happy to help you if you need it. Do that thing again with your eyes. What did I do? Did I bat my eyelashes? I don't know what we're talking about. Thanks for the response. How similar is it to WoW in the sense where you pretty much need the expansions to do anything worthwhile? It's definitely different. So WoW is a vertical progression MMO. So like in WoW, you know, there was the vanilla game, then they added Burning Crusade, and the vanilla game was basically dead, and then everyone was in BC. Then they added Wrath of the Lich King, and everyone went to that one, and then BC was dead, and so on and so on and so on. In this game, the max level hasn't changed in 10 years. So they keep adding more expansions, which just give more things to do at max level. But the max level hasn't changed. So that means every single raid and every single max level raid and dungeon and things like that have ever come out are still max level raids and dungeons. So people still do those things because they're still endgame content. So it makes you don't have... You know how in WoW you can go back to a raid from like 3 expansions ago and just solo it to try to get mounts? That's not a thing in this game. That's not a thing here. Additionally, they have some things that I'm very fond of, like, for example, the human newbie zone. If you make a brand new human character, you start here, Queensdale, okay? A world boss spawns here, and it has scaling. So you will have level 80 and level 8 people fighting side by side against this thing every 2 hours. So the world bosses in the newbie areas bring max level players back to the newbie areas and keep them alive and interacting with the new players, which is a really cool thing. Thanks for responses. If I do buy the expansion, should I just start with Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire? I would recommend that, yes. So, like, one... The story makes, if you care about the story, it makes more sense doing it in chronological order. And 2, Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire are very cheap because they're the oldest expansions. And when you buy Heart of Thorns, you get Path of Fire for free, so it's super, super value. Also, I'm going to shamelessly put my referral link in the chat if you wish to use it, but if not, that's fine too. Black Friday might have a sale. That's true. That's true. November's around the corner. Black Friday might have a sale during then. POF also gets you most of the mounts. Yes. When Guild Wars 2 came out, it did not have a mount system. The mount system was added in Path of Fire, so the first mounts, like, you'll actually get a freebie mount when you hit level 10 that's like a rental, so that you can get a taste for it for like 10 hours. But, and then, actually, once you get a full game, and you have a character above level 10, I think you get to keep the Raptor mount, which is something they added just to make the new player experience better. Because again, it used to be you didn't get any mounts until you got to Path of Fire, which was the second expansion. They forced us through legendary collections and quests to visit not much populated maps, low-level maps. It makes the low-level players smart, very smart indeed. Yeah. Yeah, they really like having, like... If you want to do, these are optional, okay? Like legendary crafting, which is like optional endgame gear, they really like having steps of it that force you out of your comfort zone. Like there's a legendary ring from Worldview World. There's a legendary amulet from PvP. There's another legendary ring that is from raids, right? So, yeah, there's a backpack that's from Fractals. There's also a backpack from Open World. There's also and so on and so on. So they make they've got this system that really gets people like going into other game modes to at least try them out one time if they want to get the big shiny stuff.
Accomplished nothing here. Experimental efforts continue.
Should I go through the launcher or Steam for the expansions? Do they go on sale the same through Steam? The launcher has a sale. Usually. So let me mute this guy. Hang on. The standalone game has been the standalone launcher is the one that's been around forever, right? Like, you know, since the launch of the game. It's been on Steam only a couple years, and it's been on Epic for like a year. So Epic and Steam sometimes are not included in sales that the main launcher has. Now they all log into the same servers. Okay, they all do. So if you play on Steam and your friend plays on standalone, you can play together. You're landing on the same servers. However, simply because of occasional sales and giveaways and stuff they do that are limited to the standalone client, my personal recommendation is to use the standalone. But if you are just diehard, you want it in your Steam launcher, your gameplay experience is going to be the same. But there will be some sales and stuff that you won't be able to take advantage of. Can you move? No. If you start an account on Steam, you cannot make it become a non-Steam account. And if you start a standalone account, you cannot make it become a Steam account or Epic. Wherever you create it, that's where it's locked in. And I believe the reason for that is if you make a Steam account, anything you buy, Steam takes a cut, and they don't want to let go of that. And if you make a standalone account, anything you buy, Guild Wars 2 gets all of it, and they don't want to let go of that. So I think that's why they're never going to make it to where you can just move it. You can launch standalone. Yeah, you can. Well, you can make a launcher executable in Steam for the standalone, but it doesn't become a Steam account. Like, you can't use your Steam wallet to buy things if you do that. It's still a standalone account if you do that. Speaking from experience with loads of other MMOs, if the game is a dedicated launcher, I use that launcher and not another storefront. Yeah, I'm the same. Don't forget, if you get Guild Wars 2 through Steam, you won't be able to access the Hall of Monuments from Guild Wars 1. True, I often forget about that, because most new players to Guild Wars 2 haven't played Guild Wars 1, yeah. Yes! Oh, I just need to do one sick dance move. They're preparing, chat. They're preparing! I just gotta wait for that NPC to walk over here. For anyone who has no idea what I'm doing, I need to get 36 of any achievements in this zone to get an item I need to craft a legendary I'm working on. And one of the achievements is to dance with these choices. And so I was waiting here hoping they would start while we were talking. Alright, here we go. Alright, we spin it. There we go. Boom, achievement done. I needed one more dance move. Clap. Oh, that's not sway. What? Oh, that's roar. Oh, we hopping. Clap. Clap again. This guy's doing the wrong move every time, that poor guy. I don't know if he got credit. Nice! Alright. 35 out of 36. Okay, so if I can knock out one more achievement in this zone tonight, we will get this thing, which is a crafting component to the legendary rebreather. And then we can start on other parts of it. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Those pineapples have sweet dance moves? Yeah, they do. Is anyone else having issues with the Guild Wars 2 web shop? It's not displaying any content for me today. Hang on. I'm going to put my own link in the chat and then click on it to see what happens. Visions of Eternity, Deluxe, Ultimate, Compare. It's working for me up to this point, unless it's broken for you, like, after this. Janthier Wilds. Yeah, it's normal for me right now. Maybe if you're not seeing what I just showed, maybe try a different browser or something. You need help with the Gwill rings. I haven't found the Gwill rings yet. Do you have to make the Aqua Breather 3 times? Supposedly no. Although I haven't seen a screenshot or anything that proves that beyond the shadow of a doubt. People are telling me no. Muck, did you see the etheric anchor thing is tradable? I did see that, yeah. One person threw it in the shop for like 10k. Do you think one of the raid fights might be Sexy Mothman or something else? You've given me some concerns, and it's not about raids. Muck, I'll be getting the expansion today. Pass me your link, I'll help you out. Thank you. There's the link to it. I appreciate you. Strange, I tried your link on 2 browser PCs, same thing. It was fine the other day when someone else had the issue anyway. Huh. This skin needs to replace Potato Muck. Mothman's hot, we all know it. No, we don't. We don't know it. Someone just whispered me CC, and I think they meant to yell at other people, and I replied, just said, no, you. Alright, cool. Progress made. Chat, I am about out of time. So I need to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you had fun. Hope I answered all the questions. A couple of quick plugs. If you're new here, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I will be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream where we try to finish this legendary Aqua Breather if it is possible to do so. As always, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Here's the link to both my YouTube channels in the chat if you're not already subbed to those, and a special thank you to the patrons. They keep this channel alive. I could not do this without their help, and there's a link to that in the chat if you want to be a supporter. Shilling is complete. Let me look at the Twitch directory for Guild Wars 2 because a lot of people are here AFK farming drops, and see who is live right now. Peachy's live. Could get Peachy. She's good people. / raid Aurora Peachy. Hopefully I type her name right. We're gonna find out in a sec. Yes, I see her little portrait. Okay. Peachy is really sweet. She's another one of the ArenaNet partners. I've talked to her a few times. I'll see you guys over there. And again, if you want to hang with me, I will be back tonight. Yeah.